As an investor, you want to put your money in agriculture, I'll advise you on 5 things you must consider. Number one, like I used to tell people, please don't put your funds in a business you do not understand. Or you'd say, so I have never studied agriculture, I don't know anything about it, but I want to be part of it. It is okay. Personally, I advocate for mass participation in agriculture. Now, that first point, the knowledge part, can be solved when you go about to learn. When you find a place to learn, when you find someone that can open your eyes. I'm not saying that you should know from A to Z. I'm not saying you should know about agronomy or veterinary medicine or anything. But understand that industry. Learn about it, read about it. Keep yourself abreast of developments. So when you do that, I believe you have passed the first test of how and when and where to invest your funds. Number two, agriculture takes time. Please, if you're investing in agriculture or agribusiness or any part of the value chain, except you are putting your funds in aggregation, even aggregation, it takes time for you to be really, really profitable. Now, if you are going into primary production, you have to be very patient. Agriculture is a business of patience. So, if you are not ready to go in full time, long term, you may have to reconsider investing in agriculture. I want to tell you, agriculture or agribusiness is very lucrative. In fact, from primary production, you can get as high as 300% return. Funds going into agriculture are patient funds. They are developmental funds that will wait for like 5 years, 10 years before the business is firmly rooted. Number three, now, you must trust where you are putting your funds in. If you do not trust the person that you are investing in, don't put your fund in. Don't bother putting your funds in, because the person will be taking certain decisions that if you are not inclined in agriculture, you may not understand. And you may panic. I don't think you should even drop your funds anywhere you do not really believe in. And to get that trust, I think you should go about reviewing their books, reviewing their books, ensure that the venture has good historicals. From the books, from the financials, you'll be able to see, is this business profitable? Is it moving forward? Is it retrogressing? You see certain decisions that they are taking and how the decisions affect their bottom line. So if you're able to do that and you trust them, you trust the venture, you can go ahead and put your funds. And when you put your funds, allow the funds to work, allow the team to work. You don't have to interfere too much, except if you are bringing in a consultant that understands the nitty-gritty of the business. Number four, now, when you are investing in agriculture, ensure you constantly touch base with the promoters of the business or the owners of the business. Ensure you constantly touch base with them. Encourage them. There will be good and bad news, but I hope your good news are more than the bad news. So, but ensure that there is free flow of information. Ensure that your team are able to access you and are able to, as soon as possible, communicate certain details to you. The fifth point I would like to share with you, if you are thinking of putting your funds in agriculture, as you are investing in agriculture, also put on retainer auditors. Most times, businessmen that engage in certain shady deals did not start like that. But in their attempt to look good, they try to make the books look good. And before you know what's going on, it's an impact on the bottom line. So if, as you are investing, as you are putting your funds in agribusiness, whether primary production, the value chain, export, ensure that you have on retainer auditing team that would come unannounced, check the books, and give you the status report of your investment. And I'm not even talking about normal auditors. Farm agri auditors, they are different. As a layman, as an average or ordinary auditor, accountant, there's limit to how deep you can look and you can see things when it comes to agriculture. But farm auditors or agri auditors, they know what to look for, and they can tell you, they can palpate the business and tell you this is the direction this business is going to, and they'll be able to advise you better. Okay, this is in the space of 1 year, this thing will bounce back. In the space of 3 years, this thing will, start to work. Or they can even tell you that this business is heading to the rocks. So, as an aspiring investor in agribusiness value chain, you need to consider this point so that you will make the best out of it. First of all, you need to understand the business, understand the environment, understand the ecosystem. You need to, again, know that agribusiness is not a means for quick returns. You have to be there for long term. Again, you have to trust the team you are working with. If you do not trust them, why do you give your money in the first instance? You need to trust them and let them take their decisions. You may not understand, but they know what they are doing. And you should also have handy an audit team, not just an ordinary audit team, an agri audit team. With this, I am certain that you have a good time in our industry.